y'all, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you're new here. If you're new here, hi, hello and welcome. My name is Hannah and thank you so much for stopping by and checking out me and my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm really excited because I'm going to be reviewing the #1 drugstore foundation. That's right, folks. This little guy right here is the #1 most sold drugstore foundation in the US. This bottle sells, I want to say, every 60 seconds they sell a bottle or something like that. There is a bug crawling on my desk and it's kind of scaring the crap out of me. I don't like bugs. As I was saying before that bug rudely interrupted me, this bottle of foundation right here, they sell a bottle every 60 seconds here in the US. And this has been really talked about by Allure. This has been really talked about by Glamour, etc. So this foundation has a lot to live up to. This is their Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation. This is supposed to be a full coverage foundation. This is supposed to feel light as air. It is supposed to be very lightweight. It's not supposed to feel super heavy. And it's supposed to last 24 hours on the skin. And now the commercials for this product and everything is very interesting and very intriguing. They have a ton of different people from all aspects of life that talk about this foundation. This foundation has an amazing shade range. I want to say this has probably the best shade range at the drugstore, because I want to say they have over 50-something shades in this collection. I lost count of how many shades there was available at my local Walmart when I picked this up the other day. Like, this is a lot. So I actually had to go buy this in person because I couldn't even decide what shade I would be online. Like, that's how really good the shade range is. Now, I picked up the shade 405 Porcelain, which is this one right here. Ivory looked like it was going to be a bit too dark on me, and then Fair Porcelain looked like it was also going to be a bit too light. So I'm really excited about this. It has a pump. So let's go ahead and get to testing this out. I have my little Real Technique sponge right here. So let's go ahead and get into applying it. Alrighty, so this is what 2.5 pumps of the foundation it looks like on the skin. I will say this was a very watery consistency foundation. It wasn't a super thick foundation like some of my other foundations that I've reviewed on here have been. This one was quite watery and runny. And it also has a slight floral scent to it as well. So if you do not like fragrance, etc., it's not a strong fragrance. I'm super sensitive to fragrance, and this did not bother me at all. But it is kind of a light floral scent that this does have to it. It's definitely not strong like that Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. That one just smells like straight out paint. This one it's a nice scent. It's a light scent. It's not overpowering, but it is a scent. I will have to say that I do like the coverage of the foundation. I feel like it is a good medium to full coverage foundation. I did about 2.5 pumps of the foundation because I didn't really feel like personally it was a super full coverage foundation like everybody was claiming that this is. I don't really like how it's emphasizing texture on my nose. I have a little bit of texture going on my nose, and I kind of don't like how it's looking there, but other places I'm actually really liking it. It is a matte foundation, but it still looks like skin, which I really like. Another thing too is that I did not put a primer on underneath this foundation. I know a lot of y'all probably are gasping and watching this thinking like, she didn't put a primer on, like what? But honestly, the reason I didn't is because this claims to be long lasting and I want to see how long it'll last without the usage of a primer. So that's why I didn't prime my face. But, yeah, so far so good. It feels super lightweight. Feels really good on the skin. I really like the way that it's looking so far. So I'll go and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to chit-chat with y'all some more. Alrighty, so I have finished up the rest of my makeup, and I have to say, I really like the way that the foundation looks. It looks really nice on the skin. It applied really good. It does feel super lightweight. It feels a lot more light-weighted, if that's even a word, than a lot of the other foundations that I have tried. I like the finish that it is. I like the matte-ness. This is also supposed to be transfer proof, so I guess we shall see if that is true or not, but I'm going to be wearing this for the rest of the evening, and I will give y'all my final thoughts here in a bit. Alright, so I've had this foundation on it for a while now. I am getting a little poorly up here on my forehead, but I absolutely see no patchiness. It did not sink into any of my lines, and so far it looks really, really good. It did kind of emphasize the texture a little bit on my nose, but like I said earlier, I've had a lot of texture issues with my nose, so that can't really be a contributing factor. But this foundation looks freaking amazing from being on it for about 4 or 5 hours now without primer. And it has not rubbed off or anything like that. It still feels super lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel oily. So I actually really like this foundation. If this does not break me out, this will be my new Holy Grail drugstore foundation. I definitely give this an A+. Alrighty, y'all, so that is it for my first impression of the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. I really hope that you all did enjoy this video. If you did, then please give it a big thumbs up down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there as well, because I would love for you to come and be a part of my Hannahcorns. I upload and post new videos every Thursday, Saturdays, and Mondays at 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also give me a follow over on social media if you want to as well. So that way you can keep up with me, you can keep tabs on me, and you can keep a lookout when I post and upload new videos. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in Monday's video. Bye, my little Hannahcorns.